Claressa Shields is 26 years old. Brittany Elkin, 8 years the senior. She's also 3 inches taller. They both weighed in at the lightweight limit. Reach advantage goes in the favor of Brittany Elkin, and she promises to use it in this bout. It is a special feature main event. Claressa Shields in the red, Brittany Elkin in the black and gray. Boxer versus grappler. The roots of our sport, mixed martial arts, come down to matchups like this one. Claressa tests out a leg kick there, and now Elkin drives her all the way across the cage, back against the barrier, and this is where the questions start to get answered. Can Claressa Shields work her way back up? Brittany Elkin, she's got control of both legs right now, making her, she's really testing how much she's drilled this exact position.
Absolutely. Claressa's doing a good job keeping her head up, keeping that elevation, not conceding the position, but Elkin is climbing into better and better position with each little movement.
Claressa Shields
strong. She's showing she stayed right back up.
Well, we know she's a world-class athlete as a 2-time Olympic gold medalist.
I tell you what, she kept her composure as well, guys. Did a good job of building up her base. She has a nice underhook there. Look at this. She's getting on top now.
Pulls her right to the top. Claressa Shields now unloading with some ground and pound. Elkin doing a good job. She's been in this position before. Reverses, and now once again on top and into the mount.
And Elkin, you know.
Elkin's trapping that bottom arm.
Yep, and she got past that knee as well.
Clarissa's gonna have a big problem here if Elkin changes her head position and gets it to the other side of Claressa. Now, right here. She's got no defense. She can't protect her head with that left arm.
This is where the corner becomes critically important for Claressa Shields. Unfamiliar territory, a new sport, someone far more experienced on top. She's got Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn in her corner.
Shields trying to bridge out. See if she tries to remove that grapevine there from Elkin and try to swim her right leg on the inside and get back to some kind of a guard position.
And impressive, she's in an undesirable position to say the least, but Elkin has been unable to really mount serious offensive strikes from here because Claressa Shields is defending herself pretty effectively.
Claressa is very strong, all hips and legs. I think Elkin is scared she's going to get bumped off if she gets too high.
1 minute remains here. Now Elkin setting up an arm bar. Claressa Shields needs to be careful. She goes.
And Claressa just kind of hugging the waist a little bit, trying to close that distance the best that she can to not allow Elkin to land some big shots. And she's doing just enough to survive here from this very dangerous mount position. Elkin also trying to work on that arm. Looks like she's trying to set up a paintbrush, a shoulder lock there.
Now some ground and pound landing from the top for Brittany Elkin. As time starts to close out round number 1. Movement, head movement from the bottom, and punching upward is Claressa Shields. 10-second clapper, and the GOAT will see round number 2. Can she reverse her fortunes? Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian, Claressa Shields, and Brittany Elkin inside the PFL Smart Cage. As the 3-division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Claressa Shields makes her MMA debut. Second leg kick we've seen from her. Elkin gets the FPR and verdict fan vote nod in round number 1. Critically important for me was to see how Claressa Shields got up, went back to her corner, and got up off the stool. She looks fresh, eyes open, not gassed, not overly gassed at least, after an adrenaline jump.
Nice right hand. I think Claressa Shields and her corner are both relieved. She literally survived the worst position you can be in this fight. Didn't freak out, didn't lose her composure.
Oh, that's a nice right hand over the top of Brittany Elkin's guard. And she shoots Claressa Shields with a nice sprawl. Heavy hips here, forcing the head down. And now Claressa Shields goes to work. Elkin has got her. Settles in on top, knee on belly to side control.
And these are the two mistakes that she's made in this fight in round 1 and now in round 2, where she re-engaged in the grappling. She had her chance to get back to her feet and do what she does best, but she decided to kind of follow Elkin to the ground, and that's where Elkin has kind of capitalized here, not once but twice in this fight.
Well, it's an experience thing, and we knew the experience was going to be in Brittany Elkin's favor as she walks Claressa Shields over to the cage, which is debatable whether or not that's the right thing to do, especially with someone who's relative neophyte. You don't want to give them the barrier to work with leverage.
That's assuming you know how to use the barrier, and that's the real question here.
Does
Claressa know how to get her back to that barrier and use that barrier to walk her way back up to the standing position?
Elkin goes back to the mount. 3 minutes remain in round number 2.
Elkin doing a good job of just relaxing those hips, grapevining those legs, keeping good, solid position. And Shields should try to work on trying to push that knee out and trying to get to some kind of guard position. She had her chance right there.
She did.
Elkin doing a good job of being patient, trying to set up that.
Close. She might come out the back door. She's got to be careful with that arm.
Looks like she might be trying to set up a triangle from mount there. Elkin starting to get busy here.
Claressa doing a good job of minimizing the damage here. Elkin dominating from the top position.
Elkin content to just keep this mount position and chip away. Claressa's got to be careful extending those arms on those punches. That could be an arm lock for Elkin.
Elkin very high in the mount now. Just looking to set up that arm bar. There it comes.
There it is.
Nice job by Shields.
Claressa Shields pulls it out.
And this is where she needs to disconnect to get back to her feet.
Absolutely.
Leg laced in. Hammer fist from Claressa Shields as she's able to get herself out of trouble. Heavy strikes from the top, right and left hands coming. Few seconds remain in round 2. A very interesting turn of events at the close of round number 2. With only 10 seconds remaining, Claressa Shields was able to reverse position, and some of that ground and pound hurt Brittany Elkin. She got up slowly. She looked a little worse for the wear on the stool. After 2 dominant rounds from Elkin, Claressa Shields gets a little confidence boost as she heads back, and that right hand is going to help it as well. Elkin with a takedown attempt.
She was in deep, and now Shields has got a nice sprawl. She's got her legs back. She needs to learn to let her feet slide there.
Claressa Shields heavy on the hips here. Elkin's hands are still locked.
Keep that head covered there.
Pushes away.
Back. Nice. Make her get up.
Pounding from the top. Claressa Shields putting it on Brittany Elkin, who's clinging on for dear life.
Those are big shots. Brittany's not protecting her face there. She's got to get moving or get back to a better guard position there.
Shields has to address her legs. Can't let Elkin get control of her legs here.
Keep her hips in
Nice
the
right
fold.
hands again. Claressa Shields on top and hurting Brittany Elkin.
This is a better position for Brittany. She might be able to put Shields to her back. She needs to get that left leg out and get a better base.
Shields has got to keep her hips in the fight there. She gets too upright to punch, and Elkin could bowl her over.
More right hands from the top. Claressa Shields continues to pound away at the head of Brittany Elkin.
This is where Shields should try to get back to her feet. If she can disengage, and I know she's landing some big shots, but
those are big shots right there.
Oh boy.
And the referee steps in and waves it off. Claressa Shields, the GOAT, successful in her MMA debut with ground and pound.
There's Claressa re-engaging when she should have probably cleared and made Elkin stand back up, and that ended up in a bad position for her again. Third round, and here's the same sprawling situation. This time she gets all the way away. Again, overzealous, re-engaging, but she gets into a much better position than she did in the second round and is able to ground and pound from here, keeping Elkin in a bad spot, keeping her hips engaged, and landed some big shots from top position is Claressa Shields.
And that's right, when you get a pro boxer who can hit like she can, she just needs a few, and man, did she capitalize when she had a little bit of space. She caused a lot of damage. Huge shots with the right hand right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stoppage comes officially at 1 minute and 44 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO in her MMA debut, Claressa Shields!
Kelsey DeSantis, 35 years of age. Claressa Shields is 28. DeSantis is 1 inch taller. Both women came in at that 165-pound catchweight, slightly under. Slight reach advantage on the arms, favoring Claressa Shields.
Okay, she's gonna need to avoid the clinch. Don't even get there. Keep your back off the fence. Don't forget this is a world-class boxer. Her first punches are to set you up. It's that second and third shot that's looking to finish her. And for Kelsey, nothing surprising here. She needs to switch those stances, because what that does is it prompts Claressa to believe that a kick is coming, not knowing if the hands or the feet are coming. It's a big advantage that Kelsey's got. Not to mention, she needs to early weather the storm, particularly early. Claressa Shields is not happy about her last fight. She's looking to prove something in just a minute.
All right, ladies, this is what you work for right here. Ready? Ready? Let's go to work.
Right to the center of the smart cage, no touch of the gloves. DeSantis pokes out a kick.
This is interesting. Shields' footwork already is interesting, guy. Okay, now she's starting to move just a little bit, but she came out a moment ago and planted her feet.
A kick attempt. Oh, nasty right hand. And now Claressa Shields is swinging away.
Fighting is all about range. She's got to find that range where she can get into those exchanges. Obviously, DeSantis is trying to stay out of that kicking range.
It's almost like she maybe saw there's an opportunity. There's another good straight. DeSantis has the clinch. She needs to do something with it here, Randy.
Shields did a nice job of framing off on the head of DeSantis and turning the tide and spinning DeSantis to the fence.
I think she's adapting beautifully. You don't see boxers going to MMA. You see MMA fighters going to boxing because that's part of what they train in. But right here is where Claressa Shields is in a position where boxers never want to be. Take a look where she's at and look at she's calm. That's the most important thing. Take your time, think yourself out of the position, and get yourself back to your feet.
We saw Shields in her first MMA fight against Brittany Elkin get fully mounted and stay very composed and find a way to work yourself out of that position to win the fight.
Final minute of this first round. Catchweight bout between Claressa Shields, who now is mounted. Kelsey DeSantis has 1 minute to work from this mount position.
And here again, Kelsey is being deliberate. She's taking a deep breath. John McCarthy just said, stay calm, find a way out of a position. Kelsey's doing the opposite. She's staying calm. Okay, she's with an armbar.
Here's an armbar attempt from Kelsey DeSantis. She fell back on it.
Chris is pushing that toe. She actually wants to push the leg off of her head.
DeSantis does have some good extension, but maybe her hip's not quite deep enough on the arm of Claressa Shields, who now...
Claressa could just push up one more time and come
She's
all the way
close.
over.
Close to getting out of there.
Oh, that arm is bending a little bit the wrong way, but Claressa Shields refusing to tap. Now getting her legs involved, climbing over the head of Kelsey DeSantis in these final seconds of round number 1. Big threat from DeSantis.
Don't kick the face. Do not kick the face. Stop.
I'm going to
Okay, here we
guess
go.
you're going
Round
to
two,
see
ladies.
Claressa
Round two,
Shields
ready?
let her
Let's go.
hands go at the start of this round.
One thing about Claressa that we learned in her first fight, those grappling exchanges tend to upset her a little bit as we open round number 2. Shields with right hand in the combination in the blue. Kelsey DeSantis is in the black and white.
Well, Randy called that one right. I mean, Shields walked her down as well. Look, I'd like to see Shields if she could fight her. I'd like to see her keeping Kelsey's back up against the fence. Every inch of ground that Claressa gets is bad news. Every inch she takes is very wide.
Nice sprawl.
Claressa, no jab at all. She led with a cross on that one.
Yep, straight two, right down the pipe.
Randy, tell me about the mentality coming out for both of these fighters, because if you're Kelsey DeSantis, you have a nice body shot from Claressa. If you're DeSantis, you got Claressa Shields down where you wanted her, you got the tight submission attempt, and it bears no fruit. And if you're Claressa Shields, you got yourself in trouble and you survived. I mean, it's a different mindset for each fighter coming in.
I think we're seeing the warrior spirit of Claressa Shields here. She didn't like where she was at in that first round. She was going to come out now in the second round and change that. I'm seeing a little fatigue in DeSantis, a little hesitation here. She knows where she wants to be, but she's not working to get herself there.
And in these combinations, DeSantis starting to turn away when she feels that power of Claressa Shields. That's not something you can do often and get away with it against a two-time Olympic champion in boxing.
Again, nice framing by Claressa. DeSantis trying to get where she needs to be.
Just misses with the big right hand. You can see the speed and power of Claressa Shields' hands. So far, Kelsey DeSantis able to avoid, though, the true knockout shot.
DeSantis wants to use that fence and try and trap her, and try and catch her and knock her down, trip her again.
What she wants to do is she's staying composed. That's tough. When you come from blocking background, another shovel hook to the body.
I didn't get hit off in jail, but when I did, it hurt.
Yeah, Sean's head movement was amazing.
The right hand.
DeSantis taking him, boy.
There's another right hand that sneaks just over that guarding hand for Kelsey DeSantis.
There's the body lock.
And once again, DeSantis, with 2 minutes left, able to drag Claressa Shields down. But for how long?
She's going to have to do something with it. By the way, these judges are not going to give her a round. I know we got 2 minutes left, but they're not going to give her a round just for position.
Nice hand control by Shields.
Did some real
doing a good job to stand back up. She's trying to use that hand control to turn and face her opponent.
Kelsey DeSantis hanging heavy on the back, taking some deep breaths here. A lot of fatigue showing. 2 minutes left-ish in round number 2. Kelsey DeSantis is in the black and white. Claressa Shields is in the blue. And immediately on the separation, offers a right hand and a left hook.
Well, you can tell Claressa Shields did a lot of work on the cage because she's really done some great things. Framing, scrambling out of some positions.
Kelsey's a little high for my liking on her grappling attempts.
As you talk about control, you see Claressa Shields there. She grabbed the wrist of Kelsey DeSantis to prevent the locking of hands.
Framing out again. Look for her to punch her way out of this situation. Framing the head.
Offers a knee.
She's turning into a mixed martial artist, guys, right before our eyes.
A little dirty boxing there.
Yeah, buddy.
Kelsey's conceding that position a little too easy. Kelsey really needs to push Claressa's back up against the fence and keep her own off. It's a bit of a surprise. This is a grappling realm, guys. It doesn't have to be on the ground to be wrestling. They're wrestling on their feet.
Shields on DeSantis' back now.
A little duck under into the back. DeSantis able to get out of that position quickly. Under 30 seconds here in round number 2. Feature bout here on our early card. We've got a pay-per-view card coming up. Champs versus champs. As Claressa Shields goes with the flurry and the body work again, this time with the right hand.
Oh, those body shots are hurting her.
And then the right hand came over the top. Kelsey DeSantis might be saved by the bell here.
Keeping you standing up. I've hit you with everything but the kitchen sink, and you're still here.
Round number 3 begins. Claressa Shields, the 2-time Olympic boxing gold medalist in the blue. Kelsey DeSantis, the United States Marine, in the white and black.
Claressa's idea of backing DeSantis up, but I'm a little surprised DeSantis is letting her. I'm a little surprised DeSantis is one, like she did in the first round, putting Claressa's back and shoulders against that fence.
A little advancing here from DeSantis, but she gets backed up with that right hand again.
On and off the track. Don't let her draw you towards the cage. Bring her back to the center of the cage.
That's exactly what DeSantis is trying to do. That was nice. Oh, boy, that was a big one, too.
On the separation, she just threw that short overhand right up, right into the jaw of Kelsey DeSantis, who eats it for lunch and dinner.
DeSantis is tough as an old leather boot. I mean, she's taking some real shot. Her face stays straight, man. She's playing poker out there, but she's got this straight face. I'm very impressed by that. Guys, I got to tell you, by the way, unofficial scorecard I'm keeping over here. I got this one apiece. This whole fight comes down to the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Good left hand on the exit. You see the footwork. She adapted it for mixed martial arts. And here's a flurry. Referee looking closely. Kerry Hatley.
DeSantis is in trouble here. Yeah, and that body work in the first and second round is paying off.
Look at the disparity in the strikes as we look at the fight stats. Claressa Shields has landed almost 80 punches. Kelsey DeSantis registering 0 on the meter right now. Don't forget about
double. Great sprawl by Claressa. Get carried away.
Kelsey, even to pull guard would be wise. And now she's controlling the hips a little bit. Kelsey DeSantis getting down to the hips.
After a nice sprawl from Claressa Shields, nice work by Kelsey DeSantis to doggedly pursue that takedown. They're not on the ground, but DeSantis in the good position here.
Nice hand work, hand fighting by Claressa.
But now DeSantis
Gotta be careful here.
mounted Claressa Shields.
She's trying to set up the armbar again.
I think that's too big of a risk, Randy.
Yeah, she gives up top position.
That's right. She's in mount. She's got the fence there. I think she's got a real opportunity to do some pounding.
90 seconds in round number 3. Feature bout on our early card. Pay-per-view card still to come. PFL champs versus Bellator champs. Super belts on the line.
Notice DeSantis is allowing Claressa to stay in this position or to move her head towards the middle. That's opposite of what she wants to do. DeSantis wants to drive that head of Claressa into the fence. That'll keep her for the rest of the night.
Randy, what's the advice to Claressa Shields in this position if you're in the corner with 1 minute left in this fight?
See what she's trying to do? She's trying to go to an elbow escape there, but she's trying to do it with her hand. She's got to switch her hips, get on one cheek, and push that knee down and find a way to get out of there. If I'm her coach, she's going to spend a week in this position after this until she feels very comfortable getting out of this spot.
Made the switch to Murcielago mixed martial arts up there in Lansing, Michigan. DeSantis with 30 seconds. Still on top.
30 seconds, Kelsey, 30 seconds.
Pushing through some real fatigue. There's a lot of compliments I could give to Kelsey finishing this round here. Guys, I don't think she's done enough damage. I think she needs separation. Let those hands go, reach complete exhaustion, even in these last 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's too little too late. Just getting to the mount is enough to win her the round, in my opinion.
I don't think either of these fighters should feel overly comfortable that the judges saw this go their way. There's something you can't always trust in mixed martial arts. You can see Claressa Shields threw more, landed more. Of course, Kelsey DeSantis did score the takedowns,
which has long been debated, right? How much credit do you give that? Look, rule number 1, guys, is damage. These aren't Chael's rules. This is the commission's rules. I think that Claressa did a really good job there. Also, body shots. I remember early on in this sport, Chuck Liddell would complain and say we don't get enough credit for leg kicks. Judges have really adjusted to that. I think those body shots are going to impress him. Now, it wasn't a one-sided fight. Kelsey definitely got her spots in. This is where we finished the last 3 minutes of this contest, but was it enough action? We're going to find out in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Referee Brian Miner scores about 28-29 for Shields. Ben Cartledge scores about 29-28 for DeSantis. And Mohamed Hadi scores about 28-29 for your winner via split decision, Claressa Shields!
Claressa Shields' second victory in her pro mixed martial arts career by a narrow margin on the split decision.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.